Welcome, dear listener. Today, let us talk softly about something we all share: mistakes. The moments we wish we could change, the times we said or did something wrong, the words that came out in the wrong way, the choices that did not go as planned. Every human makes mistakes. Every learner makes mistakes. And every mistake has something inside it that can help you grow. The problem is not the mistake itself. The problem is how we speak to ourselves after it happens. When you make a mistake, do you say, "I am stupid, I cannot do this, I will never improve"? Many people do, but those words hurt your growth. They stop your progress. They take your power away. Learning English and living life both need patience and kindness. When you make an error, it is not proof that you are bad. It is proof that you are learning. You are practicing. You are moving forward. Mistakes are the footprints of real progress. Think about when you learned to walk. You fell many times. You do not stop because of the fall. You stood up and tried again. You learned balance by losing it. That is how growth works. It is the same when learning to speak a new language. You will say the wrong word. You will forget a phrase. You will mispronounce something. You will feel embarrassed. But these moments are not signs that you should stop. They are the signs that you are trying. The truth is, no one speaks perfectly. Even native speakers make mistakes. They fix their sentences. They forget words. They laugh at themselves. So why should you expect yourself to be perfect? Every time you make a mistake and correct it, your brain grows stronger. It remembers what is right next time. That is learning in action. That is how memory builds new connections. So today, I invite you to see your mistakes differently. Do not see them as failures. See them as teachers. Each mistake is saying to you, here is something you can learn. Here is something you can improve. If you change your view, you change your progress. When you say, "I made a mistake, but I am still learning," you open the door to growth. When you say, "I made a mistake, but I will try again," you step forward with courage. You are not your mistakes. You are the person who continues after them. When you learn English, it is easy to focus on what you do wrong. You notice every small error. You remember every time someone corrected you. You remember the moment when you couldn't find the right word. But you forget all the times you tried. You forget the progress that is already happening. You forget the courage it takes to learn in a new language. You forget the bravery it takes to speak even when you feel nervous. I want you to know something very important. You are already doing something brave. You are learning to express yourself in another language. That is not a small thing. That's huge. You are building a new version of yourself. Every mistake you make in English is not proof of weakness. It is proof of courage. You are daring to speak. You are daring to practice. You are daring to learn. The fear of mistakes is often stronger than the mistake itself. You might stay silent because you don't want to be wrong. You might stop speaking because you don't want to be laughed at. You might stop learning because you feel too embarrassed. But silence teaches nothing. Mistakes teach everything. When you speak and make a small mistake, you give yourself a chance to grow. You give your teacher or your listener a chance to help you. You turn fear into connection. Think about this. A child learning to speak never waits until they are perfect. They try. They say words with funny sounds. They mix grammar. They smile when people understand. They continue. And they learn faster because they are not afraid to be imperfect. You can do the same. You can learn like a child with curiosity and kindness for yourself. Here is a little practice you can do every day. When you notice a mistake, take one slow breath. Smile softly. Then say to yourself, I am learning. I am improving. I am proud that I tried. That small act of kindness builds strength inside you. It changes how your mind feels about learning. You begin to connect mistakes with progress instead of pain. Over time, this calm attitude helps you learn faster. Your mind stays open. You remember better. You enjoy the process more because learning feels safe again. And that is what you deserve. A safe, peaceful space to grow. You don't have to be perfect to be proud of yourself. You only need to keep trying with honesty and hope. Forgiving yourself is one of the hardest parts of learning and living. It feels easier to forgive others than to forgive yourself. But real peace begins when you stop fighting your past and start learning from it. Many learners carry heavy memories of failure. Maybe you once froze when someone asked you a question in English. Maybe you said something wrong and people laughed. Maybe you forgot simple words, even after studying hard. Those moments can stay in your mind like small shadows. But listen closely. Those shadows do not define you. They are not your story. They are only small moments in a much bigger journey. Every person who succeeds has a collection of mistakes behind them. You just do not see them. The best English speakers are not perfect. They are patient. They have made hundreds of small mistakes while learning. They listened, corrected, and continued. What made them strong was not being mistake-free. It was their kindness to themselves when they failed. You can do the same. When you remember something that embarrasses you, take a moment to breathe. Say to yourself, that moment is finished. It does not control me anymore. It helped me learn. I am still growing. I am allowed to move on. Forgiving yourself does not mean forgetting. It means understanding. It means you see what happened and decide to grow from it instead of punishing yourself. Every mistake shows a direction. It says, here is what to focus on next. If you forget vocabulary, it tells you to review. If your grammar feels weak, it tells you where to practice. If your pronunciation is unclear, it tells you to listen and repeat more. Mistakes are maps. They guide you toward improvement. This is not only true for English, it is true for life. Every wrong turn, every decision you wish you could change, every situation that felt painful, they are all lessons waiting to be used. You are wiser now because of them. You know what not to do. You know what matters. You know how to continue. Sometimes you will want to hide your mistakes. You will want people to see only your good side. But your mistakes are part of your strength. They make you real. They make you human. They help others feel safe to try too. When you accept your imperfections, you give others permission to be imperfect too. You create a space of honesty and connection. You remind everyone that learning is not about being perfect, it is about being brave. So please do not carry your mistakes like heavy stones. Put them down. Walk lighter. You have already learned what they came to teach you. Now use that lesson to move forward. Growth does not mean never making mistakes again. Growth means you react differently when they happen. You respond with calm instead of anger. You continue instead of quitting. You choose kindness instead of judgment. That is real power. That is real maturity. You are not the mistakes you have made. You are the lessons you have learned. You are the person who keeps growing even after falling. You are stronger because you have experienced failure. Mistakes are part of being alive. They are not signs that you are broken. They are signs that you are trying. They are signs that you care enough to keep learning. Every time you choose to continue, you prove that your spirit is stronger than your fear. There will always be days when you feel unsure. There will always be moments when you look back and think, I should have done better. But the truth is, you did the best you could with what you knew then. Now you know more. Now you can do better. That is what growth looks like. If you can learn to see your mistakes as friends, not enemies, life becomes lighter. You begin to thank them. You begin to appreciate what they have taught you. You begin to move forward without guilt. Your mistakes are not blocks on your path. They are steps on your path. Every one of them has pushed you closer to understanding who you are and what you are capable of. So as we close this reflection, take a deep breath. Feel the peace that comes from forgiving yourself. Feel the strength that comes from accepting your journey. You are enough. You are learning. You are growing every single day. Now, I want to share some affirmations to help you remember this truth. You can repeat them softly or simply listen and let them stay in your heart. I am learning from my mistakes. I forgive myself for the past. Every mistake teaches me something valuable. I am becoming wiser and stronger each day. I am not my failures. I am my effort. I am my growth. I am my courage to try again. I speak kindly to myself. I give myself permission to learn slowly. I let go of guilt. I choose peace over perfection. I trust that I am improving. I accept myself completely. I am proud of how far I have come. I am more than my mistakes. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You are doing something beautiful by choosing to learn and to grow. If this message helped you, please subscribe and share it with someone who needs encouragement too. Keep learning, keep speaking, keep believing in yourself. Remember, your mistakes are not your end. They are your beginning. Until next time, take care of your heart, your mind, and your words. You are more than your mistakes, and your story is still being written.